It's been a few weeks, but we had some crazy shit going on. Traveling all across the country for debauchery and sex.
Definitely debauchery.
Can't think of a better reason to travel.
Oh, always.
We're doing good. All right, so we're back, and it's good to be back. It actually says, is that right?
Yes.
Live? Okay.
Live. We're live.
Cool, we're live.
We're live. I know. Technology. Gotta love it.
Technology has been a pain in our asses lately.
What's with the
simple stuff like floggers, though? That's you're in a sweater.
Yes, because I am cold. I am freezing cold. That's why.
So we're in Florida. You go outside, it is like melting weather.
Mm-hmm.
And my beautiful wife here is cold.
I'm freezing right now.
I'm debating. I would move to Vegas just so you wear less clothes all the time.
No, even that I was cold. Hey, let me play with the new toy.
You want the flow? Okay, but I got the ruler.
Yeah, we got rulers.
I got rulers.
Okay, so first things first, we always want to thank our sponsors. This segment is sponsored by Tom's Trip, your award-winning and leader in adult lifestyle travel to Hito, Desire, Temptation, cruises, conventions, and more.
Speaking of which, we're going to Hito soon.
Yes.
We got a month.
A month.
Yes. October.
Yes.
Your birthday will be there.
Yes.
Yes.
For my birthday. What's my BJ? Hello. Yeah, we're in Orlando. So we're kind of in that in between until October. So October 7th through the 14th, we will be in Hito for their bye week because we are a bi couple and we will be teaching classes, which I still don't know what we're teaching.
I'm going to make up stuff.
I know.
We have a whole bunch of classes.
It is. And it's like, I forgot to call our airlines to see what I could do because I'm always like nickel and diming and going for cheap flights.
Hey, as long as we don't end up in the ocean, I'm cool. None of this Frontier Airlines shit. You take Frontier Airlines? No, you end up with, what did they do in the Oregon Trail? You died of dysentery. I'm not doing shit.
For use of, people of our generation, if we remember Oregon Trail and, how we always live and die. So it's like, yeah, okay. So, yeah, that is going to be fun and looking in that aspect.
Well, I know we're talking about rope classes on the beach.
Right.
Or at least rope classes somewhere, and I definitely want rope and photo shooting on the beach because if you're in Hito and you get to be naked on the beach, why not have someone tie you up? It looks like Beaker went Rastafarian.
Sorry, I am easily amused with a new flogger that we got at Farabilla's back to class party, which we'll talk about in a minute there. But back to Vegas.
Well, okay, so our first trip was Vegas.
We
did the ASN Awards.
Yes.
Wow,
that was, God, I can't believe it's already been like 2 weeks.
The last 2 weeks have gone by.
No, it's longer.
There was a small allergic reaction incident in there for me. But 2 weeks went by very, very quickly.
Yeah, because we were there from the 2nd to the 8th. Technically, it was the 7th, but flights got canceled, and we stayed an extra night in Vegas. So.
It's.
Which I really
don't. Yes, but I really don't enjoy flying no more, especially crossing time zones, because we keep missing the freaking flights. Or they just get canceled.
No, they get canceled because lack of staff and lack of whatever they're going on. But we are spoiled little brats that we enjoy flying Delta and using the Delta Lounge. That's why when we go to Hito, I don't know how that's working because we're traveling JetBlue and Southwest. Because I split the flight.
We got more Holland. We love Holland.
Yeah.
We need to go to Holland.
Yes, we do. We do want to fly over Holland. So it's just a matter of fundraising, yay, and saving on those things. But yes, so we were a week in Vegas, which was fun, interesting.
It was interesting. We did a lot.
Yeah.
Did a bit of photography, videos, photos. I will say one thing. I'm tired of flights being completely booked. I am dying to join the Mile High Club, and I can't. You already have. I know you already have. You're there, but I want to, and I can't because every flight is completely packed. And this time it was worse. They had like 3 grandmas in there, the kind of with the hair and the knitting kind that were just sitting in. I didn't realize they would let you in with knitting needles, but they did. I thought those like lethal. But
I know those grandmas could be lethal.
But they were right in front of the bathroom, and they looked every time someone walked in and out. I'm like, there's no way we can pull this off.
No, even in the back one, yeah, it was, yeah. Unless we just hire, a private charter flight or something. I mean, that's the only way we can probably do this at this point.
I mean, that is the Mile High Club, but it's not like the Mile High Club. The point of it is getting in there and doing it while everyone else is. Okay. Who here is screwed on an airplane? I want to. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
When flights used to be not as packed and also overnights, there's like no red eye anymore from Vegas to Orlando. I was so upset because I miss those flights because, you could just lay back and sleep or put a blanket on.
Sleep.
Like I said, put a blanket on.
They don't give you blankets no more. Fuck this.
No, but I saw the Georgia airport. A lot of people had blankets, but they were sleeping on the floor.
You got to beg for those.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to be like homeless and, it's like your flight got stranded.
However, we do discover stuff.
Yes.
Anyone here from Vegas? Because we actually found out there are now reopened, because we went pre-COVID. Now there are swinger clubs in Vegas of varying styles and quality. But the one we went to didn't do, what is it? Closed down. The red door, the green door. There was something about
the Red Rooster.
The Red Rooster.
Yeah.
That's gone.
That's gone. Hello. What do you call it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a prissy little princess.
No.
I thought you prefer brat.
That's the short term.
Prissy princess, short for brat.
No.
Oh no. That's it.
Is it a bad acronym?
No.
Well, I need something to hit with, or at least defend myself with.
Mm.
Look, she is a proud brat. She has a brat hat. She has a brat shirt. You want a brat degree. Like, you want me to print it up even. But
I want to be certified as a brat. Yes, I do. I want to find someone who's going to certify me as a brat. Anyways, so spoiled little princess, because we've gone through various different swing clubs throughout there. That's cool. And we went to Whispers. It was nice. It was big. It was what do you call it? A little variety of everything, but it was in a house.
Well, it was a house converted.
Yes.
Which I kind of expect that. We've done that a lot.
Yeah, a lot of it. Yeah.
But it did have a big pool.
Mm-hmm.
It did have a little kink center. I wouldn't call it a dungeon, but there was a little dungeon. When I say a dungeon room, it was either a very small child's room or a very big closet.
It was a very big closet.
Yes.
That's
yes, like a Kardashian closet.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely a Kardashian closet there. In that aspect.
Well, you got tied up.
I got tied up
on the pool.
At the pool there, which was nice. I mean, they had activities during the day, like naked pool day, so you could run around naked in the pool. They had like plenty of parking space in the back, and it's mostly run by volunteers.
Oh.
That's the it's not charging. Okay,
I'm gonna fix it. Keep going.
Keep going.
We don't want to lose anyone.
Yeah, it's like yeah,
that's plugged in.
It kind of went. Is that the bad cord? Yes, I think that is the bad cord.
Well, right now it's the only cord I got, so I'm gonna go find another cord.
Yeah, go to the one next to me. So it's like, yeah. Okay, so I'll finish my story. But someone mentioned on STC, I got a great BJ at 8,500 while flying over Sacramento International, and I was the captain flying. That is awesome. If you're a captain that you could able to do that, fantastic. Some of us, we don't have that pleasure. So,
but I'm sure if he's still flying, we can go ahead and arrange him.
Oh,
what's your route?
Yes, it's like, yeah, but it's San Francisco. Okay, there, it's charging.
It's charging.
It's charging. Oh, now it's not. Oh, I think it's the phone.
Oh, no, it can't be the phone.
Yeah.
There you go. Now it's charging.
Okay, it's charging.
I'm not touching the phone. Bad things are afoot at the phone.
It is afoot at the phone there. So.
I'll be nice and walk in.
Creeper.
Keep going.
Hello. Yeah. So it, like I said, it was a nice room. They had food. The first night that we went there was what, Friday night or Saturday.
Probably Friday.
Friday. Yeah, because Saturday was at the awards, and the awards were Saturday. So it's run by volunteers. Not that I'm dissing or very negative about volunteers, but I like structure and consistency.
You used to be an event planner.
Yes. Okay, so that's one of the things on this trip that really got to me, because Orlando event planner, meeting planner, event organizer, management, we have a specific way of doing it. This is probably my only time I become very like Virgo anal retentive, even though I'm a Libra.
And I'm the one going, there was lots of sex and kink and shit going on. But yes, I agree with that one.
Yeah. Life's short, flying naked always.
Try to.
So we tried to there.
Didn't they have a Naked Airlines?
Yeah, they did. They did.
Stewardesses were naked.
Yes, there
flight
were
attendants.
Flight attendants. Yes, there. I like boobs and ass. Who doesn't there? So they have like a little kitchen area where they have the food. So apparently on Friday night we got there while there were scraps, and apparently it was really good. They had some lobster. They had some other stuff. And we're like, okay, but Friday it was pretty busy because they also had the naked swimsuit.
They had some competition.
Yeah, it was a naked swimsuit competition, which apparently one of their volunteers won. I could say things, I could say why, and things like that, why it was won. But I think the things that really got to me was like, you're trying to show off for ASN magazine. Why are you not being much more, welcoming and warming is my thing. Because it's like, so we were new, and as you go to any swing club, doesn't matter if it's like a private party or things like that.
You usually get a tour.
So you get a tour, but you get time to read the paperwork. To really, to give you that hospitality, that welcome. It's like, hey, here's our rules, kind of deal. If you have any questions, let us know. And I felt very rushed. And they're like, well, if you want to read it, then let us know and we'll put you to the side. I'm like,
yeah, paperwork.
I'm like, can you just be a little bit more friendly and not such a complete ass? And they're like, okay, well, give us your $40. And mind you, we're wearing our lanyards. Where's our pretty lanyards?
Oh, you got several lanyards.
Yeah,
we did a lot of kinky shit.
Yeah, we did kinky shit. Yeah,
that's the
ASN. So we're wearing these lanyards, so they're visibly displayed.
All I'm gonna say is it's their first event.
No. It was
the club.
The club. Yes,
the
club itself. Okay, and I'm not going on ASN either. Right. Because they've done it before. They've done it kind of deal, but this like the club else, just like the paperwork. I'm like, nice first impression on, I want to know what I'm signing up, because, we've gone to several different clubs and they do give us plenty of time to go over the paperwork, read it, if we have any questions, or they'll even give us a nice pace, not like a Speedy Gonzalez. I'm like, say what?
Well, every club I've ever been to, you have to show an ID and you have to sign it.
Right.
Legally purposes. Vegas was more like a sign a name, it's whatever name you want to use.
Yeah, and I can
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Anyone have an experience like that? Yeah.
I know. It was just like, it's one of my pet peeves, because I want to know when I go into a club that I am safe and they are following the rules, because God forbid it gets raided and police comes in and all that. Because we've heard the stories, both of us. Well, you haven't so much as me.
I avoided some. Well, no, I heard the stories. I was there.
Yeah.
Right before we started dating, I used to go to one out towards Lakeland.
And
it was there over on 27 every week.
Yep.
And one day I just didn't go. No, I left early. I stopped by because I knew the owners, the organizers. I said, hi, listen, not playing tonight. Just wanted to stop by because I was driving from Tampa. And I left, and the next day I heard the place literally got raided, and they paraded everyone out in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
They just wanted to be dicks.
Of course they do. Our motto is, you die once and live every day. Yes.
Like that.
There's also temporary death and permanent death.
That's true.
It all depends. We're all about temporary death. So kind of deal. And again, I might be a little bratty, little snooty princess, but I'd like to know that if I go to an environment that theoretically in certain areas, it's illegal for us to go play and be naked and swing and do, and also BDSM too, if we're doing kinky shit. I always want to make sure that people know what they're doing, they're up and up, and they're on the page. I mean,
I like them.
You know,
the people running the dungeon did a good job.
Okay, running the dungeon, absolutely.
Yes.
I love them. But that's how what we often see with the BDSM community. Like they're like very protocol focused. You know, this is how protocol works. This is how we do things. You know, like some of us got a little bit too close. They're like, no, back up. You know, give them space, and especially where we're playing. But it was one of those like, but it was interesting to see like how the swinger side and the king side function. Like I saw like the swinger side was kind of loosey goosey, you know, whatever you want to do, whatever. And I'm like,
but that's a lot of the clubs. Fortunately, we've been to.
Yeah.
Is that it used to be going back even a decade ago, kink like BDSM, floggings, fire play, all the stuff I like was very separate from the swingers.
Right.
And not everyone in the kink community was non-monogamous.
Right.
And they did a little merging of this, and we're all cool with that.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see a lot more dungeons at swinger clubs.
Right.
And they're different dungeons.
Right.
Definitely.
They're definitely different because some of the more purist dungeon, I think I want to say
old school,
traditional, they don't allow alcohol, so they don't like you to be intoxicated, especially if you're like doing impact play, sensation play, because sometimes, you know, alcohol kind of, you know, affects the body and you don't feel things. So while you might think more, and then you wake up, it's like, oh, what the?
Or the better one, I'm aiming for the butt. And you just lean a foot further and you have that wrap around from your flogger. And what'd you get? Smacked in the clit.
Yeah, that's not fun. That. No, I did not like
she
that.
She made the weirdest noises when she gets smacked in the clit. You did. But it was this high pitch. And there was like a dance to it. It was beautiful.
Oh, I know it. It was so bad. It was really, really bad in that aspect. But overall, the ASN Awards, the whole week, we did teach a class.
We did a rope class.
We did a rope class, which was fun. We did all 90 minutes, which is really cool. It's like, I'm surprised on that. So we also meet up a lot of your Exotica friends, like your little posse.
Which I'm going to, hopefully going to Exotica, New Jersey in November. I need to figure out dates and stuff.
Yeah, and also accommodations.
I'm working on all of that.
Okay, so yes.
I'm multitasking on all of that. I am on the ball in a very non-ballish kind of way.
Yes, because I got to figure out which airline you're flying. If we're doing whatever we could afford, or you have to go specific. So that's why.
It also might be going early because I'm going to spend some time in New York.
Okay, you're going
to New
York.
But we're going to figure all this out because it all depends on finances, because next week's after that is another event, which is down in South Florida. We'll see about that one.
What? Pig Week? Oh, Pig Week. Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother one.
Yeah, that's a different one altogether. Then, also upcoming, everyone's invited, and I'm trying to figure out, what do you call it? It's on Eventbrite. Actually, we're going to meet on Friday, September 8th, which is like in about 2 weeks. Maybe a little bit more, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's like 19 days, something like that, for John's 50th 50 birthday, from 7 to 9 over at Howl at the Moon on International Drive in Orlando. It is free. Just go to our Eventbrite to RSVP there, or also show up and just say you're here for Angelique Luna, because I think the party's name is under mine, even though it's a free meet and greet for everyone with Date Nite and Luna's to celebrate John's 50th birthday.
And then afterwards, we don't know what we're doing, but you say flogging or fucking? Because it could be either.
It could be either,
Could be
but we
either
can't
going
fuck at Howl at the Moon.
Oh no, they frown on that.
That frown at that.
No matter
so,
how much you sing, they don't want you to take clothes off.
I
Even
know.
in Vegas, we learned that.
Yes,
Someone learned you cannot take your clothes off at a strip club. Love that.
Yeah, and and that story has been now recycled all over the internet now.
Yes.
It's like, oh my god.
That was my honeymoon. Can you see why I got married? Oh.
Well, I mean, technically, we could have had it annulled if I got thrown into jail because of that.
I'm not Mormon.
You're not Mormon.
I'm not Mormon. We're good. I'll keep it. But no, I was going to ask about another one because we do have another class coming up.
The Tantra class.
Is that
Thursday? Yes.
This Thursday.
Yes.
Yes. We need to practice.
Our Tantra class, and I have to ask if we could use the QR codes for our listeners to attend the class. It's actually a free class. Yes, it is a free class, the Tantra class. But we have to find out because in order to attend the class, you needed to attend the party. But a couple of you could not attend the party because you're all over the world. And we appreciate you and we love you and thank you for stopping in, asking questions, picking our brains in regards to, lifestyles, all different lifestyles.
Well, Fairville is a company we work with. They own an adult chain. And what they're going to be doing now is they're actually letting us do classes live in person.
Yay!
And simulcast.
Yeah.
So wherever you are in the world, we did a BDSM 101 class. We do that about every quarter. Non-monogamy classes, which covers basically swinging versus poly versus all the other stuff out there. What are the classes? We got the Tantra one, and what's the other one we did? Penis pleasure.
Male anatomy.
Male anatomy is a good one.
That's a good one. We also, what do you call it? Rope classes. I keep forgetting that. Yes, our favorite.
We did 2 rope classes.
We've done several. Yes. So we have to figure out our calendars and our schedules there because I know we have promised STC members free classes, and we've just been a little bit overwhelmed with our life and things of what's going on, to say the least. Yes. But we're getting back on track. So we do apologize, but we're very grateful for all you followers and listeners. Thank you for being there and supporting us and, buying stuff from our affiliates. Few of you actually dropped a few tips for us, like actual monetary, hey, here, we like to contribute. And we're so grateful for that. Also attending our classes. That's always fun. Yeah.
One more thing before we move on from Vegas, though.
Oh, yeah, from Vegas.
We got to meet a lot of the people we've interviewed over the years, including a tiny little girl out at the ranch. Is it she's at one of the ranches?
Yeah, she's at the Bunny Ranch, Alice Little.
Alice Little.
Yep. We got to post that photo.
Yes, because she's like that tall.
Yeah, really. And that was also with heels too. It was like, damn. It was like, okay, really. And because they did a panel on sex work, which was good, and describing all the various different types of sex work, because sometimes we automatically assume sex workers are the ones who just do sex, but they actually had like a doctor, and then what do you call it? A
cam
models, also an educator, sex educator, regarding to talking about the various different challenges that we go through in regards to sharing our information on censorship, social media, also the importance of consent, not disgusting. Sorry, tongue twisting. I can't say it.
Disgusting?
No,
disgusting.
Discussing. Negotiations, aftercare. Which is kind of funny that everyone knows my Doctor Who as my aftercare blanket.
No, I was actually quite impressed about
which one?
Between that and my lately experiences, how intense the adult industry and camming industry is on STD tests, even compared to like the swinger community.
Oh yeah.
Swinger community is like, fuck it, we're gone.
We're gone. It's like you don't need any proof there. It's like, we trust you kind of deal there. But but that goes into our Fetiscon conversation.
Oh yes.
So that's totally different than our Vegas, because Vegas, I did get sick on the last day, which is kind of bummish because that was our day to hang out at the strip, and I kind of collapsed. I don't know what the hell happened to me that I got really sick. And I was just sleepy.
Well, it could be the huge amount of fried foods offered in Vegas. I don't think there's a vegetable in Vegas.
No, there is. It's just
but they like it's behind the glass and they show it and they never actually let you eat it.
Yeah, because we really didn't look at the menu at the hotel because there was an actual sit down restaurant. You had to eat at the bar and everything was to go. And we did everything through Grubhub. And so we did, but that one Chinese place was good. That was good.
It was, but it was like
we over ordered.
No, that was not over ordering.
Yeah,
it was like I'd like some fried rice. Here's 2 pounds.
Yes, because we ordered the family style food that feeds 4. Well, apparently
when you order $30 worth of Chinese food and you can eat like 6 meals, you don't expect that.
Yeah, you don't.
Especially when you're trying to have sex. That stuff gets kind of heavy on you.
Yeah, it did. But it was nice, the ASN Awards, because everyone got dressed up. I wore a formal dress. He wore his purple suit.
Yes.
He looked good. Yeah, we actually ended up going last minute pants shopping and boots shopping, which you found some boots that fit you very well.
My boots committed suicide. That's basically where it goes. But you were looking fucking fantastic and hot as hell.
Yep.
Because you were sitting on my hand a lot. That's a good thing, though.
That is a good thing. And you took pictures. You were like one of the professional photographers, ish there. A lot of formal, a lot of like the presenters were wearing red dresses, and they all looked sexy as could be, both males and females. Unfortunately, a lot of the recipients could not travel. Yeah, couldn't be there. So one of the presenters ended up like, well, I'm gonna take this home and I'm taking this home. And it was like what the hell? It's like, is there anything no, she actually got one award. That was definitely her award, and everything else was like take home.
But overall, I mean, we had to Uber a lot. It was off the strip.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We had a great time. We got to catch up, me and you.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to be kinky as shit. So.
Yeah, we tied by the pool there. So yeah, it was pretty fun. If anything, it was more us catching up after the last year together that we haven't like spent any time together, to be honest, because even we live in the same house. Things move quick, work schedules, and then he was working on a project that, it's like, I love you.
It's funny when you work in the sex industry, how much you do your stuff in your work and we'll have sex in it, and then you're like, I'm done. And we come home and, hey, it's Friday night. What do you want to do?
Sleep.
I want some pizza and beer, and I want to go sleep. And you can fall asleep on my chest. How's that?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, because we really didn't even play at Whispers either. But that was just like.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
Yeah. I just didn't feel it, but it was kind of like a lot of. It was a lot of people there.
It was crowded.
It was very crowded. It was like even there was a wait for the playrooms for play space. Yeah. Like the beds were on top of each other. People were on top of each other. Even when we were doing the tour, it was, and they really I didn't see like private rooms. Like how some of the clubs do offer like a private room here and there. There was a huge bar area for karaoke.
It was like they had naked karaoke.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, when you get a lot of alcohol and karaoke together, we know what happens. Now make them naked. Wow. Some were fantastic. I mean, honestly, some of them were probably like performing on the strip later on that night or last night, but some of them were not.
Some of them were Scuttle from The Little Mermaid.
It just doesn't, that sounds mean. Scuttle.
When Scuttle's trying to serenade Eric and Ariel, and it's like, it sounds like and Eric says someone should put that bird out of their misery. I was being polite by saying Scuttle from Little Mermaid. It's like, the off key, and wow. I mean, there were some amazing voices and performers. I'll get you that, but there was others.
Wait, are we talking the Mermaid or in Vegas?
In Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
In Vegas.
That was beautiful.
There were some beautiful people out there, and it was just like, and I'm not going to say anything, but they were all shapes and sizes, and I think that's beautiful when you go to a swing club, and you see all various shapes and sizes, and everyone's like was getting along, which I thought was really cool. That was a good part.
There was everything from the Barbie to the big girl to the tall guy. There was a girl there who was like 6'4".
Yeah, without heels.
Okay.
Without heels.
She had flats?
Yes. No, she was barefooted when you saw
okay,
6'4".
Oh, that's right. She was naked too.
Yeah, she was naked.
Love it. I can't tilt my head back and kiss a woman. Or I did. Sorry, it just doesn't work for me.
It's just like he can't. It's so funny. He's like, hey, if you're taller than me, I'm sorry, I can't. I just laugh.
Well, then you put on those 5-inch heels, and that's why you being 5 inches shorter works out well. You put on your heels and you're right eye level.
That I just get to eye level with you. That's all I get. So.
But it's about halfway through.
We have to switch sponsors now. We have to talk. We have to talk about Fairvilla because they also.
We did the class.
Yes, we did class.
So.
Yeah. So last week, we actually did a what do you call it? So Fairvilla University strives to provide a judgment-free learning experience where every student has the opportunity to learn about sexual health and wellness in a judgment-free environment. Sign up at fairvillauniversities.com to keep tabs of all our latest classes and their YouTube channel, where if you're interested, you could actually see our house.
Yeah, we did a tour of our house. But
yes.
I like how you say that. And what it breaks down to is we're going to teach you some really kinky shit you don't know about, because we'll go out and talk to doctors. We'll talk to nurses. We've talked with porn stars and figure out how shit works so you can take this home. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
This is very stingy.
It's
stingy. It's like I'm used to. I like 30. I like sorry, I'm just playing with this, like playing all this.
Well,
stuff.
When I got that, I just wanted to walk around like in the Indiana Jones movies. I wanted to like hit the flies.
I was too busy hitting the table. Like it's like detention. It brought the people.
Of which we did a back to school class. Party. Back to school party.
Back to class. Yeah, back to school party.
They gave away a bunch of crap.
They did. We didn't have time because once they started, people just started flying over and coming to check it out. And we were, of course, in our element in the BDSM room.
You kept putting your butt out, which I'm not complaining about. But every time I'm like, we're doing flogging. Hey, look, flogging. Butts right out. I'm like, someone else may want their butt hit, but you loved it.
Well, we're not technically allowed to hit anyone unless it's consensual and they agree.
True.
That they do that. But since we have blanketed consent between the two of us,
we need to nail down what that really means.
Cockball torture.
We're not doing cockball torture. I do not do cockball torture.
You heard him. Blanketed consent to cockball torture. You heard him.
So you mentioned cockball torture. I dropped my phone. We're good. So.
And they had various different stations, so which was pretty cool. They had a cafeteria. They actually had pizza. What do you call it? Tostino rolls. They had pizza rolls there. They had of course
the pizza for $3 a sheet.
Yeah, exactly. That Uncrustables, which you said you didn't want any, and they had some other fun stuff there. Cookies. Of course, like during the event, I just kind of ran around, raided it, bring him back, feed him so that way he won't fall apart, with the sugar.
But what I do, you're the diabetic.
I know I'm a diabetic, but I was going on eating the lollipops and the Tootsie Rolls there.
And you mean actual lollipops and Tootsie Rolls? There was no dick sucking at this party.
That was over at Anatomy.
That was the other part.
Yeah, that was Anatomy over there. We didn't have the Anatomy table. So yes, they did have an Anatomy table. So they were talking about the vulva and the penis. Then we have the science table, which was basically figure out the lube flavor, because they have flavored lube, so you had to figure out what flavor it was.
I still want to do lube races.
Yes, we should do. Yeah, we have to do the lube races. And then there's also, what do you call it? The music, which was like all these different vibrators. They had art. It's like coloring.
And what I love is a lot of people showed up. I mean, there's a few hundred. And obviously, a few of them I know were actual teachers. And I guess, when you show up to an event like this, it's okay to have your tits basically almost hanging out and living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Especially in Orlando, Florida.
Especially like the event. They actually had Hope and Health there for the health. There was a librarian, I think. I have to look back at the videos.
There was a lot of short skirts.
A lot of short skirts, a lot of cleavage too, and that. So not so much the guys.
Have you noticed shorts have gotten shorter? I mean, it used to be a like short skirt, and now it's like a belt short skirt. You should wear. I want to get you one of those skirts. There were some skirts.
There were some skirts.
There was a purple one.
I know. I was looking at that, so trying to do that. But they were hanging. I'm having speech problems. Handing out cool rulers like this. Hope it fits. So yes, we had to have the wooden rulers in them. It's like,
oh, you're ready to hit me?
Yes, of course. That was what you had your butt out. So yes, hit the butt. That's
why it's all in video.
On video, yes. So that way it's like.
I have figured out how to instantly tell the age of a porn star, or at least, if they say video, they're usually under 30. If they say film,
they're over 30.
They haven't used film in a long time. It's all digital.
Well, I mean, didn't we talk to? Isn't one of your friends like an ex film porn star?
Yes. Oh, he better than that. He didn't start in porn. He just wanted to go ahead and got picked up somehow. It's a great story with it. But we're going back to like 1982, the Apple IIe. That's him holding it and doing like the Daily News ads and shit. And then he went over and did, oh God, Devil and Miss Jones. Old classics.
Oh, classic there. Yeah, but no, one of them like, the VHS and beta and how all that debate, things like that. So that was pretty cool.
Yes, her too. Her too. I'm trying to think. There's two of them. You didn't meet him, but you met her. She's a trip.
Oh yeah, definitely a trip there, and that's with them. I thought sober too. That was the scary part. I was like, I'm afraid to see them when they're drunk. So on that.
Have bail money ready, please.
For the puppy.
For all of us.
For the puppy. I only going to bail the puppy because that puppy is my main concern because the puppy did very well over at Fetiscon.
I love Fetiscon.
Oh my God,
I didn't take full advantage of it, and we'll do the story. But man, I love that place.
You got your first paid shoot.
I did. I got paid to be tickled, and that was hysterical.
It was, oh my God, authentic. It was so authentic the way they were tickling the little puppy, and he lost it. He turned bright red. He was so red.
Okay, well, first things first, it wasn't at the convention. We didn't shoot there.
Yeah.
We get an address. I'm like, okay, it's only a couple of minutes away. Apparently about a dozen content producers rented a house. This house is fucking massive.
Yes.
Like, this is beyond my wildest dreams. Oh, fuck.
They actually had a boat dock. They had a pool. Fortunately, the pool was heated because of the Florida sun.
I think it was just out there.
Yeah,
it was away from the house enough that I got in the pool water. I'm like, I feel like I'm a tea bag in a hot thing of tea because it was fucking. The water was probably 110 degrees.
Yeah, it was so hot, and he was swimming naked, of course, because he had to like in between the shoots had to like
cool off.
Cool off there. But it's like considering it was his first paid shoot, we've had a little learning curve.
Yeah, I got to pack the right stuff.
Yes.
I forgot some things.
Some puppy gear, basically.
But that was again, just tickling and I went ahead and got my lab work done, and because we were delayed from Vegas coming back, I didn't get my lab results till Monday morning, fucker, and I did not get to shoot much content out in penetrative content. But
also Weekend Play was recorded. Our Weekend Play was recorded in 4K, just short of 32 gigabytes. Whoa! And it's amazing to watch after we served some drinks and different visual perspective. Absolutely, isn't it so interesting? So what happened was in Vegas, Whispers, we just actually stayed sober. We didn't drink, and we were just observing everybody. So yeah, it is like totally different perspective. Like what you see and what happens there. But yeah, it gets amazing.
I'm all for a drink or two.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't get into I got a bottle of Jack, what are you drinking? Because it doesn't, they never.
never ends right. Yeah, it is a lot of alcohol, and it's like I want to be focused and go and consent, but
no, more importantly, you want to feel everything, because when you fuck, it's like riding cheeky. This is a compliment. You've gotten on me in the morning, and I woke up being ridden like a horse, and I had the burn marks. What do you call it? Indian burns to prove it?
Indian burns? I thought you said road rash.
Road rash is a better term. Road rash is a much better term. Yes.
Fine. Next time I will put lube on the side of your legs so that way there's.
Yeah. Start moisturizing at night just so get ready for the morning. Hey, you have some great thighs. You can crush it up in there.
Oh yeah, but that's when I was like running. I have to go back to running again.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I want to, I don't want to, I want to. So on that. But yeah, no, I think if you ever notice your Quest Labs or any lab works that still has a what do you call it, fax machine or slow technology, you should say, you know what, I'm going to go somewhere else where I know the technology is much faster.
Well, now apparently I need to go get either clear or something called TTS, which is the standard in the industry.
Okay.
And I even need to get swabbed.
Swab.
Which is
okay. Well, is that what
they're swabbing?
Yeah, but isn't that what we prepaid for? That
yes.
we. So,
because I have another shoot coming up.
Yes, so we ended up like last minute trying to find the place, and by the time we found it, it was 2:30, and it was 4 o'clock by the time we showed up, and we didn't realize they closed at 2:30. Yeah, we're learning. We're learning. I'm a bad manager. I'm the puppies manager.
Oh, come on. You're all like, I don't want to watch the filming. He's getting tickled. Fuck that. I'm there. You enjoy that.
No. I had no choice because you needed a designated driver. That's why.
Not because I was drinking, because I couldn't breathe. They were tickling me so much.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was intense.
Okay, so only after play do we partake in choice of breeding Kachuri, whatever that bird, Katachuri. I can never pronounce it. Kachuri.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now
we're talking food.
No,
we're talking drink.
No, we're talking what your Delta 9 crap thing.
Oh, that's shoot. Oh, yes. Okay, this is going to lead me to a little bit of a story here, which should serve as a warning for some, and please hang on to this one.
This is a PSA warning. So what happened for Fetiscon, I had to come back to Orlando because I had to do an event because, I'm a fortune teller, tarot reader, so it's that season for me to do that.
I was left alone. I can't be held responsible.
Exactly. And that is one thing I'm never going to do again. I will have to say no, decline, or he has to come back with me.
Or I just need to go ahead and, well, we figured out the problem. Okay, I am no newbie. I have my medical card. I am no newbie.
Friendship course in 1605 herbal. So
no newbie to weed.
No.
That's fine. I got a whole bunch here.
You're going 2 years now that you're
I've had my card
for 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, and it helps me sleep. That's fine. It relaxes me. Love it.
Helps with anxiety.
While I was in New Jersey a few months ago, there's something called Delta 8 and Delta 9. It's the same thing, but it's made from hemp instead of cannabis, and it's legal.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's the same, and it doesn't mean it's good for you. I need to actually read this.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and keep telling the story, because this is something you need to go ahead and get that full explanation.
So I leave him, Friday night, come back I was going to come back Sunday to pick him up. I was actually supposed to spend quality time with our daughter on Sunday before heading back. Surprise, she canceled. And so I ended up starting to clean the house. I slept in a little bit and he was fine. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go check out everything. I'm packing, all that. Even that, he forgot something and we have to go pick it up.
You left Friday night.
I left Friday night, yeah.
I'm a bit of an introvert, but I forced myself. I went out. I didn't get a whole lot of pictures because I'm in dog gear. But I did go ahead and met people, met a lot of contact. Can't wait to go back to FetCon. It is, for being in St. Pete, which people go, why St. Pete? Fun place.
And it's a hotel takeover. I mean, completely, they shut down the hotel. And there's signs everywhere. If you don't have certain badges, you're not allowed to go up to the hotel room, or you're allowed to go to designated areas. And they're on point with that, because I know one of the people that you wanted to film with didn't have badge. And then they're like, oh, well, I could just go up to your hotel room. It's like, honey, no, you need a pass. if you don't have a pass, you don't enter the building. Like, I know it's like we didn't have our pool passes. We couldn't cross through the pool area to go from like the Publix and back. They were like, "Where's your pass?" I was like, "Well, we didn't know we were supposed to have a pass. We have this pass. We have."
But it's good is they make the passes with a wrist thing, so you can wear them in the pool naked.
Yeah.
But mostly naked.
Mostly.
There was lots of nudity going on.
Lots of nudity, a lot of fun stuff.
So.
And 24/7.
In packing everything up, I had to get out of my room by noon.
Mm-hmm.
As you were not going to be there at the time till like 5 or 6 o'clock because you wanted to relax and do some stuff. And I'm like, cool, I'm going to go ahead and network.
Yeah.
So I took a nibble off of a Delta 9. Does anyone here have Delta 9? I've had Delta 8. I didn't react well to it. I thought other stuff was going on. Actually, they gave me too much. I took literally a 16th of Delta 9. I don't think it's called an allergic reaction. I reacted very poorly. Let me go ahead and tell you what the government website, this is NIH, what is that? National Library of Medicine.com talks about Delta 9, and it's fucking true.
Does he their special 1%?
In the psychiatric area, Delta 9 may induce an unpleasant reaction in some, such as disconnected thoughts, panicked reactions, disturbing changes in perception, delusions, and hallucinations. I got all of those.
On top of like muscle uncontrolled jerks, which it looks like he had Parkinson's. So yeah.
Basically, I checked out of the room. I was fine. I had it. We're going on about 2 hours, almost 3 hours since I ate that 16th. And I'm in the lobby. I talked with you. Everything was fine. I was talking with some people. I got on my phone. Next thing I know, the whole room just started moving. I couldn't connect one conversation to another. If I was doing a conversation, looking straight, talking, all right, I see people, I'm good, I'm kind of tired, I'm going to go. Okay, I'm in the lobby. How did I get here? Literally, that's what was going on. I'm not new to THC. Delta 9's fucked up shit. Don't. Oh, that's my comment on that. So I had to go ahead and sit for 2 hours in the lobby till you picked me.
Yes, and I was driving like a mad woman to get there. I mean, I was doing anywhere from 80 to 90 on I-4, which is normally a 65, mile. So I was zigzagging. Thankfully, it was a Sunday afternoon, so there wasn't that much traffic. So I was able to get there in 90 minutes approximately, when it should have been like almost 2 hours. So I tried to get there, and I was talking with him and trying to like calm him down and make sure everything was fine. Not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight, if you ask me.
Well, I do remember, because I was texting you, and then I know I had a conversation. You're like, okay, why don't you go up and talk to the bell guy and get your luggage? And I'm like, I really shouldn't be talking to anyone. I'm just hiding in the corner. I don't want anyone to see me like this, because obviously there's all my colleagues, there's the people I want to work with. And man, 1/16 of this.
Yeah, and you missed the meeting with the girl from Loyal Fans.
Yes.
With that, so which was pretty bad, because I told you we should have talked to her the other night, but you're like, no, I didn't want to bother her, and I was like, yeah. It's like, it's one of those at this point, especially with Fetiscon, when you see somebody, just grab the opportunity. Don't be polite and saying, hey, I don't want to bother you, or just like, hey, let's catch up. Because even like you went to subspace after your film shoot. Like, you were still, woo. Yeah, I found you waffles. So
waffles are good.
Yes, waffles got you down from your high, but from your filming. But that was pretty cool. But that was also your first experience with foot worship.
I'm not knocking anything.
Nope, we're not. Pay the bills.
Everyone has a kink, and my kink is usually way out there. Surprisingly, feet do nothing for me.
Nope. Neither one of us. Neither one of us.
But that's why it's called. Oh, what is it like? Sir Ben Kingsley and what was that? The monkeys were
acting. Yes. Yes, the 10 rings. I can't remember the first. Oh God, yeah, they were acting. If the monkeys could act, I could act, and we're just like, what? The monkeys weren't acting, but it was just like. But Sir Ben Kingsley, he was pretty good. But yeah, but that's the best part about wearing a puppy mask. You can't really tell how disgusted he was.
Oh no, I did it.
You did it,
and it was work, and she was hot.
Yeah, she was very hot.
She was very hot.
She was very hot there. Yes, and the tickles and the toys and things. So yes, they had a, it was a good shoot, like I said. But we've learned our lesson on what props we need to take for the puppies, the filmings and things, because it's like, you do have that stuff. It was just when they said tickling, you just thought you have your clothes on while they tickle you.
If I show you the text, it said clothes on tickling. And I went, oh, it really should have just been lots of different tickling, just no penetration.
No penetration, yeah, exactly.
But anyway, it was an experience. We've been doing FetCon for now, God, over 10 years.
Yeah.
And this is the first time seeing it from a different side, and it's been very interesting. If you ever want to go, it is open to the public. Best time to go is get a Saturday pass, so you can go do a Saturday show, and there's a red carpet. There is every kind of kink you could think of. There's a dungeon you can play at. There's vendors. What am I missing?
Classes. They have classes to teach there. So yeah, I missed all the classes this year. I was just like, I wanted to go, but it's like, unfortunately, other work called to do that. And what else they were doing. It's just great networking, great community, Fetiscon. Even, like I said, it's all different types of content creators, because it is definitely a content creator event.
Yes.
From all different types, even from like the adult industry to cam models to fetish models, because sometimes fetish models, there's no penetration, there's no sex. It's just like latex and rubber and what do you call it? Puppy play,
furries. There were furries.
Yes, I did see Bondage Bunny, but I didn't see the rest. So I think Saturday was probably a lot more people there, and you weren't able to. We should have asked our one friend to like take photos of you and send it to us.
I know. I just got burnt out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I had the hotel. So that way you pace yourself. So like if you did, you just go upstairs, take a nap, and then go back. It's like it's one of those things. Like if I know we're doing stuff, I'd rather stay at the hotel than versus like offsite there, because you never know. You got to pack all your gear. You got to do that. It's like at least that way I know that we could go costume changing or things like that.
Well, okay, and I will say normally you're not an overpacker. So when we travel, it's about equal. However, I had my clothes, I had an entire bag for my kink, and then the filming equipment, because I was expecting to do some filming. So I had lights, I had my cameras, I had everything with me. Yeah, there was a lot of luggage.
Yeah.
Lots.
I took a video of that. I'm like, dude, no, this time it's all John. It's like, this is my little duffel bag, and even that, my duffel bag was packed because I had some corsets, I had some, fetish outfits, because, again, got to change. But I was good this year. I was very good. At the same time, you kept me away from my favorite corsery place.
No.
But I was good.
Okay, I didn't keep you away.
Yes, you did.
You told me to keep you away. Every so often, when obviously finances have done well, we will treat ourselves. And she got a corset, kind of on the level of the Kardashian corsets. It's beautiful. Believe me, it's in plastic and cared for daily, almost. But it was a pricey corset. But I'm not going to complain. We put a lot of money into our kink gear.
Right, but I also use it for like when I do events for Halloween. So it's like it's technically a tax write-off.
It is a tax write-off. At the same time, when someone walks over to you like a Hawaiian punch, you're like, get the hell away from me.
Oh yeah. It's like it's special. Yeah, I'm like, it's like just stay away. It's like I do like to look pretty there.
You do look very pretty.
Woo! So that's a lot.
That was an hour.
That was an hour of
catching up.
Yes. And of course, no one really had any questions for us. We kind of missed those questions and discussions and things like that. So it's like always feel free to submit them via DM or on our social medias or at SDC and our message box if you have questions that we could answer about the lifestyle, about an investment, y'all. It's a passion, is every time. Yes. Yes, it is. Like, especially a lot of our costumes and things. So it's kind of hard when I have to do that closet purge, and I'm like, I can't because I wear this, and then I keep buying, and I wear it, and I alternate because people like take pictures of me, and so I don't want to be showing up every year with the same outfit. So kind of deal. This year was a Haunted Mansion theme year, so I have Haunted Mansion stuff, which I forgot to order my popcorn bucket. There's a cute popcorn bucket that I need to order. Like no more wet spot blankets. Oh yes. Everyone needs to have those. Those are mandatory.
Wet spot blanket.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken it to a new level.
You always do.
Rubber sheets are awesome because you just lay that down, go to like Ross, buy some simple, like, what do we pay? $15-20 for a couple different blankets. Throw down the rubber sheet, throw down the blanket on top, fucking have at it. And at the end, they just put it all up. Well, I can't put the rubber sheet in the washer.
No, but you can hose it down with some hot water.
I was going to say, the neighbors, they just think it's for paint because I kind of lay it out and just hose the whole thing down. But you hang
we
it on
also
the
travel
line.
with it too. So yeah.
Oh, it works so
It works great. It works awesome.
And if we want to go Dexter, we can go ahead and do that because it works the same.
You had to go Dexter.
You're usually going Dexter.
No, I'm not. That's
usually.
Not you. No. I'm doing Gloom, but not Dexter.
Okay, we won't go Dexter.
There it goes. So feel free to reach out to us. We are also available for private coaching, one-on-ones, classes. What else? We have our class coming up this Thursday, which I have to again research to see if I can get you the Fairfield University QR code to sign up for our Tantra 101 class that we're teaching. But then next month we're teaching another class and I can't remember. But also September in a couple of weeks is John's birthday. So if you're in the Orlando area, which I have to put as a hot date on SDC,
let's go have some fun.
Let's have some fun at Howl at the Moon. Celebrate his 50th 50.
What's really funny is it's a different location, but Howl at the Moon is a piano bar. It's where I celebrated my 21st birthday many years ago. But hey, I'm 50 and I'm doing this shit, so life is wonderful.
Life is wonderful. It's like totally different. Did you ever think at 21 you will be a 50-year-old porn star?
No.
Adult film content
star is not the word.
Not yet.
My wife has delusions of grandeur, but they're about me, so I'm okay with them.
Delusions of grandeur, come on. You're an adult content creator.
Anyway.
As a puppy. You're my favorite puppy.
We're also here every
Monday.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the day right. It's been a week. Every Monday night at 7 p.m. and we do simulcasts over on Facebook and YouTube if you want to go ahead and jump in there as well.
Yes. Well, thanks everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Catch you later. We need to